Hello again, everyone. Let's take a look at your Thursday's weather conditions. And while the day has started off with quite a bit of cloud as well as fog over the far eastern parts, the area is busy clearing out, and that will be much clearer by early afternoon. The opposite is taking place over the western parts as moisture is moving in. That's bringing quite a bit of cloud to the Cape provinces. And along with the daytime heat, we could have a few thunder showers popping up, and those extend towards the Free State as well as KwaZulu-Natal, continuing well into this evening. The West Coast also sees an increase in cloud cover along with cooler conditions all across that region. Our rainfall probability map shows that there is a very small chance for showers down over the southwestern parts of the country. The likelihood is very low, but for the central interior, a better chance for showers and thunderstorms extending from Daar towards Bloemfontein, across Lesotho and reaching parts of the Eastern Cape as well as KwaZulu-Natal later. Early in the day, a little bit of rain or drizzle along the eastern escarpment, but as we've seen, that region is already in the process of clearing. A warning has been issued for today, and this covers all of western South Africa. It's for a high fire danger. This is due to very high temperatures along with strong winds, which are expected for most of the Northern Cape interior as well as the Karoo areas of the Western and Eastern Cape provinces. The detailed forecast shows that high temperatures persist over the northern interior of South Africa, many areas in the upper 20s as well as the low 30s. Hot as well for the Free State, but for this province there's a possibility for thunder showers later on, extending into KZN as well as the Eastern Cape, and for those provinces we see some very high temperatures. Not quite as hot along the coastline, 28 degrees for East London and Port Elizabeth. Finally, PE, you have lighter winds heading your way today, only at 20 kilometers per hour. Very hot for the southern interior with berg winds affecting the Karoo, and as mentioned, we are expecting some strong winds up to about 50 kilometers per hour around Beaufort West. A fresh westerly wind for Cape Agulhas today, and while it's going to be a warm afternoon for the garden route, it might be a good idea to stay out of the water as there's a fairly big swell in the area. It still has a long period, and that always means that there's a possibility for even stronger than normal rip currents. The Northern Cape interior will be very hot. There is a possibility for thunder showers later on, and it's also going to be a windy day for this region. The West Coast sees light to moderate winds. Onshore flow cooling things down. It will be a mild afternoon. There's also a fairly big swell over this area at 3.5 meters. Friday brings more thunder showers to the central parts of the country as well as KZN and the Eastern Cape, while a front that brushes along the south coast cools things down and brings a few showers to the area.